Hi and welcome to Over the Hill with Bill. Now this machine here, the Parkside Cordless Polisher Sander, just for reference, the model number is PAAP12F for Foxtrot 6. Now I've been waiting for one of these to come into our branch in Enniscorthy because they rarely come in. I missed out on it the first time when I saw them. I said to myself, oh, I should have got one. The reason why I wanted one is because just for spot polishing. I wouldn't use it as a sander. It's just something I wouldn't use as a sander. But I wanted to use it as a polisher just for spot repairs. Now, I do have a tank on a motorbike, which I painted approximately 1 year ago, and I'll show you that now. It's a chroma coat finish. I've never polished it. That's a gun finish on there. It doesn't really need polishing, but I'm just going to have a look at how well this polisher actually does a job. So as you can see, it's quite clean. Doesn't really need polishing. I'm just doing this as an example. So let me use the Ferricla. That's normally what I use for compound. That's a G10, which is the fine one. I don't need a coarse one because I haven't nibbed out any bits of dirt or whatever. So I'm going to have a go at this and see what it's like. Now I'm just going to give you some advice here. The first thing to do with your sponge is get yourself some lukewarm water with a bit of washing up liquid in it and throw the sponge into there and give it a good soaking. Once it's had a good soaking, just pull it out. Squeeze the excess water out, and I'll explain why. Once you've squeezed the excess water out, you can apply it. It's only a Velcro type fitting, and just spin the excess water off. Now you'll feel it's still damp. The idea why you want to keep it damp is that if you do not, you run the risk of burning the paint. And if you burn the paint, you don't want to do that. Now, as I say, I've got the Ferricla G10. This is just for a test purposes because there's nothing really wrong with this tank. Just want to see how the machine actually works, whether it's any good or not. I can't see it being a problem. I've put the handle on here. You have to press the little button in to actually get the machine to move. It is an adjustable speed. Well, you can't adjust it, but it's a slow pickup, and you can use it slow, pull the handle in, make it even faster. And of course, it's for left-hand, right-handed people. But you have to push that little button in to get it going. Okay, well that's not bad. Very nice to use. I'm more used to the great big polisher, you know, the size of a big angle grinder, one of them. But sometimes they're just too big for certain areas on a vehicle and on, well, on anything really. But that has done exactly the same as the big one, but just on a smaller scale. Now obviously there was nothing wrong with the tank beforehand, but I'm just using it to see how good it is. And when you fill your sponge after you've used it, you can sort of feel the heat, and the compound plus the heat is sort of like a combination of how you get rid of your flatting scratches. When you use your flatting paper, 2000, etc., and you're putting cuts into the paintwork. The idea of the compound is to cut the surrounding area and you bring it down to the level of the scratches. And the idea of the polisher obviously is to work the compound, but that gets the paint hot and it allows it to reflow. That's the theory behind it all. So it's a combination of heat from the sponge plus the cutting paste is what will get it all flat. Just for your information. No, it's not a bad little polishing machine. Yeah, you can see it works okay. As I say, it comes with the 12-volt charger. Nice little carry case. Comes with a black sponge, the orange sponge. You have a little lamb's wool here as well. That's for final finishing off. So you compound with your sponge first and use the lamb's wool after. The lamb's wool is supposed to heat up the paintwork and get it to flow just that last little bit so that it fills in everything. And you can use it for wax as well. Comes with that amount of sanding discs, 1200, 2000. Now I'm assuming that then is for flatting after you've painted. I wouldn't use them on a machine because I just find that would be a little bit too coarse. You want to do it by hand really, or a little tiny round flatting block which you can get, because you want to keep as little scratches on the part you're going to polish. You want to keep scratches to a minimum. No, this is something I can actually recommend. How about that, considering the last one was a disaster. But this one, no. I'm happy enough with this. And I also have a spare 12-volt battery from the 12-volt drill from Parkside, Lidl. So I've got a spare battery if needed. Battery charger does come with the charging lights, obviously. So yes, this occasion I can recommend this machine, and if you're looking for something like this and you've been thinking about getting one, yeah, go ahead. It does what it's supposed to do. Thanks for watching.